This episode is brought to you by the Fish Sauce RPG. Unleash the power of precision. Our RPG, Rod Positioning Gadget, is the ultimate tool for adjusting Scotty or Fulby rod holders.
No more struggles or worn-out tools, just smooth, easy adjustments. Elevate your fishing game and shop the RPG now.
www.fishsauce.com.
Hashtag salmon fishing.
Hashtag fish talk.
Hashtag trolling.
Hashtag boat life.
Get you on.
Hashtag shop now.
Hashtag Adam sucks.
Yep.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Whoa. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the second episode of the Wet Net Podcast, and we have a fun one for you today. What do we got here, Adam?
I'm already leaking out of my eyes, bro. So we got a few things to talk about. Recap the boat show that was last weekend. Talk about the upcoming outdoor shows. I'll be at the Portland as well as Salem, possibly the Puyallup show. Talk about some giveaways we're doing. We'll also get into some Springer prep, just kind of how we organize our tackle boxes, get ready for the season, tie leaders, that kind of thing. And then also kind of what we're going to be starting the season with as far as tackle goes. So that should kind of be the main focus of our show. You want to get right into it?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get right into it. So how'd the boat show go? You do much in sales?
It fucking sucked.
Well, you got snow and ice, the
Yeah.
entire time. I'm sure there wasn't a whole lot of people there.
Yeah.
But you didn't do much in terms of sales?
No, I did okay, and I got to meet some people that I've been chatting with online through the forums for years, so that was pretty cool. Met with some guides who were working the show who were pretty helpful as far as what to expect for the Sportsman show, so that was really nice. Kind of taking me under their wing. But as far as actual turnout, it wasn't great. And also with the boat show, it's not just fishermen. It's pleasure boaters, it's ski guys or ski boat guys, the wakeboarders, it's the classic boats. It's all sorts of stuff. So it's not necessarily all my clientele. So
yeah. When I was there on Saturday, sitting in the booth with you, it looked like there were some of the pleasure boater guys, or some guys that didn't really give a crap about what you had going on. They would just kind of walk by and almost mean mug you.
Right.
Like, I'm better than you.
Well, they were better than me, but yeah. And I learned really quick that you can read people. Just look somebody up and down and be like, that's not my clientele. If they're wearing a knitted sweater over their shoulders, I'm like, yeah, they don't want a rod roach.
Yeah. They're wearing a fucking fanny pack and a cashmere fucking sweater.
Right. Or if they had a backwards flat-billed hat with Oakley glasses on in the snow and ice, I'm like, oh, that guy's going to the wakeboards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about the upcoming shows. So
Yeah.
you said the upcoming shows. So you said you're going to be Portland, Puyallup, and what else?
Salem Salt Show.
Okay.
Which
yeah.
I'm really excited for. I've never been to that one before.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you going to have your own booth there again?
It will not be my own booth. I will be with Oregon Lure.
Okay.
He's the guy who does all the printing for my wrenches.
Okay.
He makes his own lures. They are pretty cool. Has them in multiple different sizes, and also it's almost like best way I could describe it is like a herring cut plug type bait.
Oh yeah.
It's a stuffer bait, but it's got like a swing arm instead of like a clamshell kind of thing. So,
yeah.
But he's a super cool guy, and he's nice enough to let me hop into his booth, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, I'm not exactly sure what booths I'll be at or be in, but I will definitely be there. So come find me, say hi, and if you listen to the podcast, maybe I'll hook you up with something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe come say a secret word.
Yeah.
Like, fuck Clayton. You say fuck Clayton. when you
Clayton's
get
a
to the
bitch.
booth.
Yeah.
You might get a free wrench. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't know about free, but maybe like
Discounted.
$5 off. Yeah.
Adam's got to make money here.
I got to make money. I got kids to feed.
Yeah, my job here is to give away Adam's shit.
Yeah.
So, you don't happen to know any dates for those yet, do you?
I actually haven't pulled up on my computer here. Let me pull them up.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, the boat show. I was down there on Saturday, and that was the first time that I'd ever been to the boat show, and it was okay. You know, it's kind of like what you said to expect. It was a lot of the pleasure boats, pontoons, and wake boats, and I mean they had a pretty cool selection of a handful of boats that I would definitely be interested in, but for the most part it was the pleasure boats and stuff. But I'm looking forward to the sportsman shows. I think those are you can definitely tell the energy's different there.
Yeah, and everybody's getting geared up for the year, and they're all excited, and they're excited to go see seminars and stuff. But back to the boat show. What was your favorite boat you saw there?
I would say I probably tied between two of them, and one of them I would say was closer because it was more realistic to what I could afford, and that was actually just a 20-foot version of the exact same boat I have right now. So it was a 20-foot Rivermaster, but it was a little bit more optioned out. It had a hot water sink. It had a
The rod
rod
lockers,
lockers
yeah.
and a little bit better storage options. That was a lot more in my budget, but if I had to choose, there was a really nice Willie there, and was that a Predator?
That was a Raptor, I think.
A Raptor,
Yeah.
Willie something, and
Yeah.
it was
For only double the money of the Rivermaster, you could get that Willie.
yeah, for only twice my budget.
Yeah, I think the guy said that it was like
130.
130, whereas
Yeah.
the Rivermaster was 60 grand, which is a lot more approachable.
Yeah, for sure. But both of them were really cool boats, and I wouldn't be sad about either of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you got for dates here?
So for the dates for the sportsman shows, Puyallup Sportsman Show, January 31st through February 4th. Portland Sportsman Show, February 14th, Valentine's Day through the 18th. And the Salem Salt Show is February 24th and 25th. I might be at the Puyallup show, but even if I'm not, I think I'll have some of my gear there at a booth. So I'll update everybody before it happens. Maybe
You might
once
not
it's
be able
done
to
by.
see Adam's beautiful face, but you can
Yeah.
buy his shit.
I might be working,
Yeah.
so we'll
Loser.
see. Yeah, I know, right?
We need another snowstorm.
We don't need another store. I'm so fucking stir crazy at home.
Yeah.
I'm like finding excuses to go to the store to go get one item just because I need to get
we
the
need
fuck
some
out of the house.
We need some milk.
Yeah,
And just never come back.
Dad needs to go get some milk.
Yeah.
Where'd Dad go?
We need some milk and
Somewhere
and
warmer, kid.
some milk and a carton of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Daddy, you don't even smoke.
I'm starting now.
That's right.
Hoping this lung cancer will kill me.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get into. We got a video segment going on here. Adam has.
Yes, I curated some videos.
Yeah, he put together some videos that he wants me to react to.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we're actually able to show you guys the videos because of copyright stuff, but I'm going to sit here and kind of show you what I'm looking at.
Also, we kind of suck at editing
Yeah,
so far.
yeah.
So,
So right now I'm looking at a boat on water.
and what's it doing?
It's crossing a bar, it looks like.
Into some rough ass
Oh,
water.
Jesus Christ. The dude fell out of the boat.
Fell out of the boat. The
Oh, Jesus Christ.
boat's in a death spin.
Yeah, it's a death spin. Oh, man. It's circling back.
It's circling back.
This dude's just floating out towards the ocean.
Getting
Oh, my God,
sucked
it's
out.
going to hit him. Oh, jeez. Where is he?
You'll see.
Where is he?
He's back
Oh
in
my-
the boat, baby.
Oh, jeez. How the hell did he do that?
Fucking magic.
Yeah.
Or
I couldn't do that. I don't
Yeah.
have the upper body strength.
Hio's got a solid after that one.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And now he's
he
turned
turns
back
right
in.
back around and says, "I'm getting the fuck out of here,"
Yeah.
which I would too. He's probably soaking wet and cold. but-
Yeah, yeah. Well, look at how his boat's sitting though. That's like the same way mine sits when I'm by myself. It's fucking side heavy as shit.
Well, I wonder if he got some water inside the boat
Well,
too.
no, because rewind it. I'm pretty sure it was sitting like that before it
I
tipped
don't know how to
over.
rewind it on this one. This is going to play itself, I think. It'll start over here in a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Play again.
Play again. Yeah. See how side heavy it's sitting even before. You can see how it goes up
really.
and sideways.
Well, it's side heavy there.
Oh, geez, that's a
Yeah.
bad day.
Yeah. But, I mean, not too bad of a day. That guy could have been ran over by his prop or sucked out
Yeah.
to sea, or his boat could have crashed into the rocks. That could have been so bad.
Yeah,
So, yeah, good for him.
It's kind of a cool looking boat though, too.
Yeah. I don't know what it is. I wonder where it's at. That's what I'm really curious about. I
Yeah.
would guess.
I wonder, does it say in the comments?
Let's go to the comments.
Will M_powerfish. How the fuck did he manage to get back in the boat so fast? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
A man of he speaks my language. The fuck.
Should have gone for maximum man points and kept heading out to go fishing.
If you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it's yours. If not, it was never meant to be.
Well, it's meant to be with him in that boat.
That's right.
Yeah. I don't know where this was. I might do some more digging later, but here comes the next video.
All right.
This one should just get you get your balls tingling a little bit.
Yeah, the caption is Spring Chinook season is here. Oh, there's a takedown.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, my God. That's a good one, too.
Yeah. I don't know why it's so blurry right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I love that. He's fishing 360s, too. You can see the thump.
Do you know where he's at? Can you
Looks
tell by
like,
the background?
is he in the gorge somewhere?
No.
Where is that?
I'm pretty sure that's the Willamette. Maybe that. It's hard to tell.
I don't know.
I don't know if
Almost
this video
looks like
quality
the gorge.
sucks. The first 10 times I watched it, it wasn't this shitty a video quality, but
Yeah.
yeah, now that we're on, you know why? It's because we're downstairs and the Wi-Fi quality is way worse.
Gotcha.
Way worser.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I'm definitely looking forward to some gnarly takedowns.
Yeah, I can't wait for those. Just getting slammed.
Yeah.
Those 360 takedowns. Actually,
Plug
plug
takedowns.
takedowns
Yeah.
are the best. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, those are so fun because you're just sitting there and there's nothing going on. You don't have to run the boat or anything. You're just, thumbing your hiney and just next thing you know, just.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yep. That's
Yep.
right.
Hopefully we have a high water year.
I hope
Which
so.
actually I don't think we will because it hasn't been raining for shit. There's no snowpack.
No snowpack?
And-
Do you realize how much snow we just got?
Yeah, not a year's worth.
I
We
don't
didn't
know.
get shit from.
There was some snow up on the mountain before that, though. Not a whole
not
lot, but there was
much.
some.
Not like I mean, I'm not gonna take the time to look it up right now. But
Well, fuck, we were chaining up all the way into April last year. So, I mean, there's still, I'd say there's probably still more snow to come.
yeah. Slam. Okay, next one.
No sleep till Brooklyn.
Okay, so guy's got his plug stuck in a tree and bam!
Oh, my God. Ow, ow.
And it's showing a slow mo of this plug just flying back at him.
I can just imagine that was Larry when he filleted his finger.
Ow! Ow!
Ow. Oh my God, that's right in his fucking mouth.
And it's both trebles, one in the upper, one in the lower.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's 2024. He self-identifies as a largemouth bass. Oh man, that
Yeah,
sucks.
That does suck.
How do you even get that out?
You man up.
Oh, dude, that's
Oh.
rough. There you
Now, wasn't there an Addicted video where they did this? A really old one?
Yeah, I want to say it was Lonnie.
Was it Lonnie?
I think it was.
Yeah.
I remember seeing.
I remember he pulled it out of his face and kept fishing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not that manly. If,
No.
if I get a hook in the face, day is over.
That. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
done.
I'm just gonna be driving down the road and people are gonna look at me and be like,
Drooling.
"What the fuck?" I'd be
Yeah.
drooling too.
I'd be pissed. Yeah.
Oh man,
Got
that is rough.
That gnarly lip piercing.
Fast forward a little bit. I
Emo,
want to see
emo
him
days
re-
are back.
Yeah. Man, I want to see him remove it.
Oh, here he goes. All right, he's got his pliers out.
And there's
He's
people
on the
just
side of a
driving
highway.
by.
Now it actually hurts more. It's hard in the mirror. Wait. Now I'm starting to shake. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Oh yeah,
Okay. Yeah, let's fast forward a little bit more.
yeah.
We'll watch him get. Oh, it looks like you're at one of the hooks out.
You can like poke it through your skin.
And poke it through your skin.
Barb
It's still just hanging off his face.
tried to pull
I think the coolest part about it is like he's kept his glasses on the whole time. He
Yeah.
doesn't want people to know he's crying.
Oh, I'd be crying.
I'd be
I'm
crying
not
too.
actually crying, but like your eyes.
Oh, he
water.
got it out.
Oh yeah.
Whoa, my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, I think I cuss more when I eat some good food than this guy did getting
Yeah.
fucking nailed in the face with a lure.
This guy's very, very, very Christian.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ace Videos and your 1 3/4 million subscribers.
Yeah, yeah. Good for you, dude.
Yeah.
That's killer.
All right. That's enough for the videos.
Oh man. So we got a couple giveaways going on here. For this episode specifically, we are going to be giving away. Is that a small or a medium
It
size?
is I think it's the medium size.
We're going to be giving away a medium-sized fish ang jig and leaderboard. So all you got to do to win this one is leave a comment on our YouTube channel telling us your favorite flasher color for Spring Chinook.
What is your favorite?
Man, I'm a big Blue Aurora guy. I also love a Sweet Abbey.
I'm just kidding. No, my favorite's a Hallucinator.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I fucking hate that one. I fished that one so many times in so many different conditions, and I know they work. I've seen people catch fish on them, but never in my boat.
Yeah.
So fuck that one.
It's like me and Spinfish.
Yeah. I know. It's so crazy. You and Spinfish do not get along.
No.
Whereas Spinfish and I, or me and Spinfish, we do great.
Yep.
We're like peas and carrots.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah. So leave a comment on our Facebook page just saying
Facebook
what
or
your-
YouTube.
Facebook or YouTube.
Yep.
Saying what your favorite flasher combo is or color combo is for spring Chinook. Maybe also tell us where
Yep.
or what conditions or just any engagement
With
is
a
all.
maybe with a pin drop.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Because that's
give
gonna
us some
help
spots.
Yeah, because we don't know all the normal spots. Yeah.
Everybody fishes the same place all the time.
Yeah.
So we
No-
are also
no secrets now that there's Facebook,
Yeah.
but
I
I appreciate that though.
we are also going to be giving out the RPG rod wrenches to 5 lucky winners. All you got to do that is like and follow or whatever. Follow our Facebook page.
Tag 3 friends.
Yep. Tag 3 friends in the comments, and give us something
maybe
you want to
invite some
hear.
people too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give leave a comment saying what you want to see from us in the podcast. Give us some ideas of stuff to talk about or stuff to show, and just get us out there.
Get us out there. We're trying to get this to some people. Maybe not as many as people as possible yet because we're still growing, but yeah, we want you guys to hear it. We want to know what you think. We want to make sure that we're on the right track and covering the topics you guys want to talk about. So, yeah. So what are you going to do as far as Springer prep this year? I know Springers are still a ways away, but they're coming up very soon, and next thing you know, we'll be out there freezing our asses off, spinning some herring. So
Springer prep. First thing I need to do is clean my boat. My boat needs a good wash down. I just had the floors torn out. The floors torn out. So I need to go ahead and get everything washed down. I like to do a lemon joy bath a couple times a year. Get all the stinky shit off of there. So that's where I'm going to start Springer prep, is just getting my boat nice and cleaned up.
yeah, I'm waiting for a nice day to do that.
Yeah.
My Springer prep is going to include some trailer repairs and some boat repairs, some new trailer tail lights, repack my bearings, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff I've been putting off since the year before last.
Yeah.
So I'm getting behind on that, and right now is a really good time to be doing that. So if you're listening to this and you're sitting on ass, and maybe now is a good time to go, maybe if anything, go order some parts for your boat, get some stuff, new fuel water separators, repack your bearings. It never hurts to have an extra hub just sitting in your truck ready to go, because the last thing you want to do is blow a wheel bearing and be stuck on the side of the highway somewhere. So
Yeah. It's also a good time to start tying some leaders too.
yeah, we started doing that the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You got about a half a leaderboard done, and that'll be enough for one day on the channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. You start snagging rods, and Adam loves fishing the channel.
I fucking you know what I do like about fishing the channel?
What's that?
It's snagging other people's old flashers.
I can't say I've done that, although I was fishing in Hood River last year with our good buddy Ben Dominguez, and we got an entire setup, rod, reel, everything.
No shit.
Yeah, it was a Okuma Guide Select Classic with a Daiwa reel. So
we snagged a rod and reel at Bonneville too.
we
Remember that
did.
sturgeon setup?
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
right.
that thing was like beat to shit because it sat on the river for years. But
Yeah, no, the one that Ben and I got, that was like, it probably got lost that day. And
Really?
we looked around, and Ben made a post on Facebook about it, and nobody ever said they were missing it, so
Wow.
he got a free ride out of the
That's
deal.
awesome.
So shout out to you, Ben.
yeah, I mean, sucks for somebody, but cool for Ben.
That's right. So we started tying up some leaders. Next is going to be just taking some lemon joy and cleaning up all the flashers and everything. Over time, flashers get rusted and stinky, and
Yeah, they call that the Lemon Joy baptism.
Yep.
Yeah.
Try to keep everything as nice and clean as we can get it, because these fish they're so special. It's kind of like the first group of fish that we get into the river for the year, and pretty much once these fish are in, we will have some kind of opportunity of fishing throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah, that's why it's so much fun, because it
Yeah.
really kicks everything off. The weather starts getting better. You're not depressed because this time of year, I am just bouncing off the fucking walls to go do something.
Yeah, I want to cry myself to sleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they're fucking delicious.
They're the tastiest fish.
Yeah.
You know, sashimi's the way to go for me. Do you like raw fish?
I've never tried it.
Never tried
No.
it?
I tried
this year.
poke once.
Did you like poke?
It was good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then I think you like sashimi. It's just pretty much soy sauce and wasabi and fish.
Now, see, I'm not a wasabi guy.
You're not a wasabi
No,
guy?
no.
No, you don't like spicy, do you?
No, I like some spicy. I just don't like the flavor of wasabi.
Really?
I think it tastes funky.
Yeah, you taste funky. But
I haven't showered in a couple days.
if I'm being honest, I've had the whole week off. I'm probably getting a little ripe.
It's a little different, when you don't do nothing. You feel like you don't stink.
Yeah.
And then
I smell myself and I'm like,
oh, God. Yep. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about organization. How do you organize your tackle in terms of, leaders and everything?
So, I mean, I'm sure everybody's doing it these days, but the fishing leaderboards are the way to go. You can fit a ton of leaders on there. They fit right into a Plano box. They stay dry. You don't have big kinks in your line. You don't tangle. It doesn't get knotted up. I can hear that, right?
Sorry.
Where was I going with that? Yeah, the fishing leaderboards with the Plano boxes, that's kind of the standard these days. And it really made a big difference from going from the pool noodles that get lost and stepped on or get, hooks start hanging onto your tackle bag and all sorts of shit. That's kind of where I start. And I'll do that with my super baits. I'll do that with my lead droppers, my herring leaders, everything. And I just, even those Plano boxes for my plugs too. So then it's, when I'm switching between seasons, I can throw, once herring are kind of done, you can throw out that leaderboard and put in some super baits or some prawn spinners or whatever.
They're even good for terminal tackle, because they have the little divider things too.
Yeah.
I use them for all my terminal. So all my duo snaps and bead chains and my line locks, whether it's the VIP, or, you fucking bastard, you degenerate fuck. Whether it be the VIP or the short bus line locks, I've kind of started using both of them.
I haven't tried the short bus ones yet.
They're the exact same thing.
I'm sure they are. Have you seen the Oregon tackle ones?
I don't think I've seen the Oregon tackle ones.
They're like a overbuilt metal version of the line lock. So it still has the slot in it, but it's like a metal tube that has the slot on one side and then the flat on the other.
Okay.
And it's just more expensive and unnecessary, because have you ever broke a VIP or a short bus line lock?
I don't think I have.
No.
I think the stupidest thing I've had happen was I forgot to fucking latch my duo snap and I lost my lead. But
I've done that.
That wasn't failure on the equipment. That was failure on myself.
Yeah, I've done that. And I've also, I was using 16 ounces of lead at the Lewis River Bubble there. And I had a bunch of weeds during the fall. And I'm shaking the shit out of my rod to get the weeds off. And next thing I know, my duo snap pops open, and there goes $5 into the water. Just bloop.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It wasn't my lead, though. So sorry, Gabe Collins.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about tackle selection here. So when you're tying up your leaders, what are you kind of using for hooks? What are you using for leader? What are you using for? And I totally sound like I'm interviewing you right now. Adam's not that cool. I don't want to interview him. We're just starting conversations.
I'll make sure I ask you next.
Okay, good.
Okay. What am I using? So leader wise, I'm using 30-pound Maxima Ultra Green, very standard. I'm actually trying something a little bit different this year for my hook selection. I'm going with the 3/0 Octopus for the trailer hook or the back hook, and then I'm doing a 3/0 Finesse wide gap for the top hook. I was talking to Kevin Larson, who's one of the guides in this area, and he was saying like that's what he does. And I was talking to him at the Sportsman show, or not the Sportsman show, the boat show, and I was watching him tie leaders, and I was like, you know what, I might try that, because it just, it's a slightly thinner gauge wire than say the owners like you run. And it's a little bit shorter of a shank, but it's got that wider gap, closer to like what a 5/0 would be. So it just, I think it's just a little bit smaller of a presentation. And then I'm doing an arm's length of leader to a little barrel swivel and another arm's length of leader, kind of a not actually measuring anything. Just
So when
kind
you
of
say arm's length, you mean like just fully stretched?
one arm, so like fingertips to the like armpit area.
Okay. Yeah. See, I always, when I'm tying mine, I always go 6 foot.
Yeah.
That way I can cut it down
Is
if I
that
need
6
to.
foot?
I don't know. Pretty close.
Yeah, you are a gorilla.
Yeah, I've also got
wider than you are long.
Fucking monstrous hands. But yeah, so I'd say roughly 6 foot.
Yeah.
And then that way I can trim it down if I need to. But I, especially in the cleaner water, I like running longer leaders.
Yeah. What knot you doing for your hooks?
Just a regular egg loop knot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried figuring out how to do the Snell knot.
It's not hard.
I'm kind of a fucking moron.
I have a buddy who uses a Snell knot for just about everything except for like, things where you can put eggs or some sort of bait on there.
A coon shrimp or something.
And I just don't trust it. Just
Yeah.
because it's like the knot just doesn't like. I know that it's tried and true,
Yeah.
but for some reason, if you pull it tight, it's not going anywhere. But it's still like I do the egg loop as well.
You have scissors there?
Yeah.
Cut me off a little piece and give me a hook. I saw one that I wanted to try to tie.
Cut me off a piece of that lead line.
Son of a bitch. I saw one that I wanted to try to tie.
Do you want hooks too? I'm assuming.
Yeah, just one.
Was it Brett that posted it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brent.
Brent.
Yeah.
Brent. Yeah. That was the one he does or showed in that picture. That's the first one I ever learned to tie.
Oh,
to a hook.
really?
Yeah. Because what I used to do is when I was a teenager, if I couldn't tie a knot, I'd tie a lot. So I would just do a bunch of overhand knots, just like 20 of them, and call it good.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
So, okay. So if I remember it, he does like a little loop, right?
I can show you,
No,
but I'll let you fumble with it first.
Yeah. Make sure I look like a fucking retard for a
Yeah.
minute.
This is gonna be really entertaining for our listeners.
Yeah. Just keep talking. Keep
Just tell them what you're doing.
So I made a little loop and I'm sticking it through the backside.
Uh huh.
I want to say, I think he took the tag end or the short end, and I think he's wrapping it around the shank of the hook,
Uh huh.
around the loop, like 5 or 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How do you like how short that shank is on the wide gap with your old sausage fingers?
Yeah, I got fucking fat fingers. I'll just call it that just for the sake of doing it. And then I'm going to shove this back through the loop. If I can get it to work.
All right, guys, that's our show. Just kidding.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that didn't work at all.
It didn't.
No. Maybe it did. I don't know.
I think it's supposed to go on the shank and not above it.
Well, it's cinched down above it.
Well,
I don't know. You show me, because I'm
oh
an idiot.
God, now the pressure's on.
You get to use your sausage fingers.
I got little smoky fingers. Actually, no, little smokies are a lot thicker than my fingers.
I keep getting worried every time I use scissors. I'm gonna accidentally cut the wires on the mic or on the headphones.
Do it. Fucking do it. All right, so
Anyways, yeah, getting back into it here while Adam's doing that. I've always been an egg loop guy, just because it's so easy and tried and true. But Adam's using the 3/0 octopus and the 3/0 finesse wide gaps. I like using the owner herring hooks. I always do my trailer hook is a 3/0. Just because it's a little smaller when you're putting it through the side of the herring. I feel like it doesn't do quite the amount of damage. Blowing out the side of it and stuff. You want to keep the herring nice. But I like using the 5/0 for my top hook just because I feel like you're able to grab a little bit more meat and it might not tear
Grab
out
that
so
meat.
easily. Grab that meat.
is that
Yeah.
it?
That looks better than when I did it.
Okay, well, I mean, sure it'll work. That's the one that I learned when I was in freaking middle school or whatever.
Yeah. I couldn't even tie my shoes in middle school.
Yeah. You know,
okay.
I learned how to tie my shoes in middle school, and then I haven't tied a set of shoes since high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tie them once, and then it's like I slip them on after that.
Perfect.
Yeah, or just wear slip-ons.
Yeah.
Like I wear Extra Toughs 200 days a year.
Perfect. I used to until my feet started sweating like a bastard.
Dude, my feet sweat,
No.
but I ain't no bitch.
I'm
Yeah.
a bitch.
Yeah, so I'm getting excited for Spring Chinook. It's going to be hopefully, if it's as good as last year, I'll be very happy.
Yeah. I told myself pretty much all year long that I wasn't going to start fishing until like March. And with how bored I've been these last handful of weeks, I've determined that's a lie.
You are on your own.
I'm going to start fishing probably February, just like the rest of the fucking stupid assholes that are out there with me.
Yeah.
But
Well, I will see you in March.
no, you won't.
I'm not doing it.
I'm gonna
not
call
doing
you.
it.
I'm
You'll
gonna
call
call-
me, and I'll say no.
I'm
Because at
gonna-
this point, I've talked enough shit where it's like I can't just go back on it. And
Yeah, you
say,
can. You
no,
can go back on
no,
it.
No,
You're a fisherman. You
I
can go
am.
back on it.
I am, but I will be doing something else.
I'll say, hey, Adam, you want to go do a podcast on the water? I'll say, oh, sure. I'll tell them we're going sturgeon
Will
fishing.
there
or
be a
something.
heater
There's a heater and a top.
and a top? So we're gonna blow around like a sailboat.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get you out there
Yeah, in March.
in February.
Yeah.
What's next?
What else is next? What rod are you gonna use?
Rods.
Aim it in the market.
Yeah.
I am. I broke my favorite Springer rod, or
Oh.
early Springer rod last year at Drano.
Goober.
Wasn't me.
Yeah.
It was there was like a 5-boat pileup, a bunch of fish on, and I got caught in the middle of it. Somebody grabbed my line, and there was one line going one way, one line going the other way. I was drifting kind of out of the circle, or kind of trying to get out of the circle, and I was letting line out of one, didn't realize the other one was hung up as well. So it was hanging off the end of my transom, and went under my boat and snapped my rod into 2 pieces, or it became 3-piece rod from a
Perfect.
2-piece. So
Perfect. Rod selection. I really enjoy the Okuma Guide Select Classics. Pretty cliched for around here. I feel like a lot of people run those. But
it's a great rod.
the price point's there. They're awesome rods. They're versatile. Last year I was using the 10.6 extra heavies and the 9.6 extra heavies for everything, including herring fishing, and it worked fine. But I started using the heavy actions, and I kind of fell in love with those, even for the 360s and the big heavy leads. I mean, I was running the 10.6 heavies at Buoy 10 with 20 ounces of lead, and the action was just fine.
Really, and they weren't fully torqued out when they were going.
No,
No?
they weren't bad at all.
Yeah.
I feel like it allows that 360 to get its full action. You know,
I got a
sometimes.
question.
What?
When was the last time you ran a herring at Buoy 10?
Ooh. Last time I ran anchovies after I run herring.
On a 360? Or was it on a inline?
Brando was running 360s with anchovies. We did it in the ocean.
No, I
last
was just curious because it's like, it seems like it's been 3 or 4 years for me since I've actually used bait down in Buoy 10.
I feel like right about the time I started fishing Buoy 10 regularly was kind of like when the fad of the 360 started.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, shit, I was coming out of high school when the 360s were really kind of hitting the market hard. And
Forget how young you are.
I'm a baby. But, yeah, no, I think I kind of missed that whole herring fad down there.
Well, it's not a fad. It's been around. It's been
Yeah.
And there are quite a few really good fishermen who still use it
Yeah.
to this day. But yeah, I just you know me. I like to save money where I can and also stay within my comfort zone. I stopped buying herring and anchovies a couple years ago, and I really like using those anchovy helmets.
Yeah.
But I just never use them anymore because
Yeah.
it's like, why would I if I have something else that works just fine?
Well, that just brings in a whole other conversation of fresh bait versus frozen bait. Anybody you talk to down there is going to tell you got to have fresh anchovies. You got to have fresh herring. Don't bring the shit out of the package, which, like I said, I wasn't really around with all that bait stuff. So
Yeah.
it's like I don't completely understand, like, why wouldn't a herring out of the package work? Why
They work.
wouldn't an anchovy out of the package work?
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, why not have something that's fresh as possible?
yeah.
But, yeah, I'd rather not spend the money and have to deal with curing them and all that stuff when I can open a can of tuna and shove it in a spinfish.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the fish I got down there last year was, so my buddy David taught me this a few years ago. He runs divers with inline flashers and the 4.0 spinfish and absolutely mops them up there.
Really?
With just regular canned tuna, doesn't add any additives or anything. He even put cat food in one of his spinfish a couple
Really?
years ago and caught a Chinook down there.
That's badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So getting back to kind of rod selection and stuff.
Oh yeah, we jump forward to fall, but
Yeah. So let's go back to kind of a blank check scenario. Blank check scenario. What rods are you choosing?
blank check scenario.
Are you an edge rods guy? I've heard good things about, what are those called? The striker rods?
Yeah, striker, Raptors are really good.
Mm.
Blank check. Gosh, that is tough.
Blank check rods and reels. Let's bring reels into this.
Okay.
I'll tell you with mine. Blank check scenario. I'm going Okuma X Trolls.
Okay.
Four of them went a 10.6. Heavy action. I'd go two of them either 9-foot or 9.6 heavy action, and I would use those all year long. And in that case, I'd probably keep my Guide Select Classics for my extra heavies for like sturgeon or something.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to be using my $350 trolling rods for
They got
yanking
good
on sturgeon.
warranties.
Yeah, but I don't want to figure it out.
Yeah.
You know. And I've really kind of fallen in love with the Okuma low profile, the SS's, the stainless steels.
If we're talking blank check scenario, though, I'm probably going to go with the Daiwa XLCs.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't like the way the Daiwas feel, and I think that's just because I've fished the Okuma reels for so long.
Do you know what I don't like about the Daiwas?
It's got like the two.
No, the clicker.
Oh, really?
The clicker on it is like obnoxiously loud.
Yeah.
So if you're ever like, I mean, I use my clicker. I go on and off with it.
I use my clicker the way that it's supposed to be fucking used. You know, I fucking put my rod.
When you're casting.
Yeah, when I'm casting,
I've done that before.
I put my rod in the rod holder. I turn the clicker on. The rod gets bit. It clicks. I grab the rod. Turn the clicker off.
Yeah.
Like clickers, awesome. Love them.
Yeah,
What
because
pisses
there's
me
times
off-
when I'm not paying attention and I hear zzz, 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 and
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, yeah. What I can't stand is the people that never shut them off.
Yes,
And-
I usually once the excitement of the initial bite is done,
Yeah.
is usually when I turn my clicker off, or if I have a moment where I'm like, just you know, the fish is tugging and I'm just like, okay, now click, come off. But there has been times where I'm by myself and there's just a lot going on. I got to grab the net and everything, and
Yeah.
the clicker doesn't get turned off. It's not a priority when I'm trying to put my boat in neutral, grab my net, get the fish to the side of the boat, get the net ready. Reel up to the bead. That fish takes another run. I have to set the net back down. So it's like, in that moment, it's the least of my worries. But
Yeah.
there are times where like somebody will be fighting a fish. I'm on the boat with them, like, turn your fucking clicker off.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of how I feel when I go fishing with Brando. Which, granted, I kind of understand it from like a guide standpoint. Like, there's a lot of times, like if you have your clicker on and somebody fucking free spools, you're gonna hear it. You
Yeah.
know, like you're gonna know somebody on the boat's fucking up here. You
Yeah.
know,
So he does run his clickers now?
all the time.
Okay,
All
because
the
he
time.
didn't used to.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he'd tell me not to.
I was in the ocean with him last year, and he got mad at me because I was turning it off.
Oh,
But he gets mad at me a lot. It's
Yeah.
fine. I'm
Oh.
used to it. Sorry, Dad.
sorry. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love clickers the way that they're meant to be used.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so back to the blank check scenario. Yeah, I'd probably go with the Daiwa Lexus, or, I like the Dakotas, but I just didn't like them enough to buy them. I've grown up on cold waters. I would probably go with the SS just because they're the old reliable. They're really not that expensive.
Yeah.
And you can fix them for cheap. Shout out to Mark Smith, my reel repair guy.
Yeah, Mark did awesome work for me, and it's the price point's there. It's awesome.
no,
He did awesome work.
Great turnaround as long as the parts are available, or because he has most of the parts in stock. But there has been a few times where the factory is out multiple weeks for getting you that stuff. But blank check, I want to say Edge, but I've just I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the fanboy.
I feel like Edge is like one of those deals that the people that use them love them, and the people that don't are just kind of like meh. You know?
I mean,
It's one of those deals
not
that
to
you
talk crap, but I've heard some people having issues with their warranty and like.
they're so hard to get your hands on in the first place, let alone if you have a problem with one, getting a replacement. you
Yeah, like if you want one for fall fishing, buy it now.
know? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, well, early season springers.
Right.
You gonna fish a channel, or you gonna fish the main stem Columbia before they close it down?
Time allowed, I will probably be in the lower part of the river. We went there a couple times last year and had pretty good success.
Mhm.
That one long troll that's
Oh, yeah.
really shallow,
Yeah.
that 10-foot area.
Yeah.
That might be really good again. That's where I'll want to spend more time, mostly because it's new, it's not snaggy, and there's not a whole lot of people out there.
Yeah. Not yet.
Not yet. I mean,
There will be.
There will be, but
Yeah.
yeah, because they're going to hear this podcast with all 10 listeners and,
Yeah.
and head on down there.
Yeah. You're not going to believe what these two assholes said.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm hoping to spend more time on the Columbia this year. I feel like the early part of the season, for whatever reason, you hit the channel really hard. And I don't know if it's just because it's such a smaller area that your chances are higher of actually bumping into a fish, or what. But I mean, shit, 9 times out of 10, where's the first fish that you see caught in the river?
Selwood.
Selwood. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, why the fuck are they making it all the way to Selwood? I want to hit them. I'm going to start fishing in January.
Because they don't have to take a right at the channel.
Shut up.
They can go into the main stem. So
Yeah.
they could go right past the channel.
Yeah.
What I've always wondered, and there's probably no way to find out, is what percentage of the fish are going up the channel and what percent are actually going up the main Willamette.
Yeah.
Who knows? But the funny thing is, usually the first one's caught up in Selwood, but nobody is really catching down there at the harbor.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why.
Maybe they just blow past and then
Maybe it's got to do
get
with
there.
water temperature. I mean,
Maybe.
isn't that water temperature in the channel usually a little bit warmer than in the Columbia? So they'll hit that warmer water a little quicker
Yeah,
versus rolling down another 10 miles or 12 miles, however far that is.
yeah. Can I say something about the channel?
Sure. Say whatever you want.
Fuck the channel. Okay, I fucking hate the channel, and here's why. I got a little boat,
Yeah.
and the main trolls like the Santosh.
Coon Island.
Coon Island's not as bad because you're kind of protected from the island for part of that troll.
Yeah.
But my little boat just I'm getting waked all day. So
Yeah.
if I'm fishing Santosh and it's a Saturday and there's 1,000 boats coming up, the whole time I'm just getting waked, and it's just like can't fish. Like my rods are just bouncing up and down, and my little boat doesn't do well with it. So
Yeah.
I just get annoyed.
Yeah.
And I'll just go back out to the main stem Columbia
Yeah.
and either fish the island there or
Warrior Rock. Warrior Rock's a good troll.
yeah.
There's one way to fix getting waked out like that, and you got to get a bigger boat.
Yeah.
Get a bigger boat.
Yeah, that's in the plans, but
Even my boat gets waked out pretty good.
yeah. But it doesn't hit you like it does me, where it's like my boat's so narrow that it just like I'm rocking back and forth like I'm freaking crossing the bar during a storm kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take much. So that's just one of many reasons why I say fuck the channel.
Yeah. Oh man, this is nice, kind of holding the microphone.
Isn't
like
it
that.
nice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
Feel a
trying.
lot
We're
more-
trying new things here.
Yeah. Not having to sit forward, not having to be Quasimodo.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
even know what that means.
You know Hunchback of Notre Dame?
No. Is that like the
Disney movie?
No.
He's got like the hunchback? No.
I thought you were talking about like the Fighting Irish Notre Dame, like the mascot.
Oh. Yeah, I think they're talking about the same place, but not the same person.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so what else you got?
Oh man, I think that might be about it for this episode.
All right.
So,
Cool.
yeah, thanks again everybody for joining, and we'll see you here on the next one.
This has been fun.
Yep. Good
All right.
times.
Later.
Fuck you, Adam.
Fuck you too, Clayton.